It looks like Danny Amendola has found a new home. After reports of him being expected to re-sign New England, the Miami Dolphins swooped in here and gave him a 2-year, $12 million deal worth up to $8 million guaranteed. Sounds kind of similar to the Wes Welker contract given to him during the 2013 offseason by the Denver Broncos. And when it comes to the connection to the Denver Broncos, Adam Gase was the offensive coordinator. Since Gase is now the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, Amendola should fit nicely in here. A lot of people look at the Patriots slot receivers as system-based players. However, though, in Adam Gase's system, you could so say, Wes Welker might have only gotten roughly 800 yards, but he did rack up some 10 touchdowns. So expect Amendola to get some good touchdowns this year. Obviously, he doesn't get more than 690 yards. He's more of a playoff performer. And for a team that really hasn't been much in the playoffs for the past 10 years, I think they only have 2 playoff bursts to say to come off my head, but they'll be looking forward to make the playoffs. Obviously, they got some pieces right here, and they did make the playoffs in 2016. Maybe they could have made the playoffs in 2017 if Ryan Tannehill was not injured. But overall, Amendola is a nice signing. He has done pretty well against the Dolphins in the past, and I definitely do kind of appreciate the idea of signing someone who has done well against you in the past. I think that's definitely a good tactic right there. And on another note, Jordy Nelson has been cut. Yes, with adding Jimmy Graham has led to Jordy Nelson's departure. It's not like Jimmy Graham hated Jordy Nelson or anything like that. Jordy Nelson, obviously, he's a little bit up there in age. He's 32. The age of decline for a wide receiver is usually 34, and Jordy Nelson is one of Aaron Rodgers' favorite targets, so that's a little bit controversy right there. But he had less than 500 yards receiving last year. Maybe he's only a Jordy Nelson kind of guy. And not only to that extent, I thought Nelson was kind of like this kind of not really kind of watered down or just kind of this wide receiver that Green Bay really ran a lot. But I think when it came to their system, they needed some more athleticism right there. Jordy Nelson doesn't really have the same athleticism that he used to be. But at the same time, though, he could still probably be productive on third down. And I still think that maybe if Aaron Rodgers was healthy, he probably could have gotten 700 yards. But yet again, his production has definitely gone downhill. Now, let's look at some teams that might be interested in him. I think one team that could definitely be interested in him is the Philadelphia Eagles. If you look at Doug Peterson and Mike McCarthy's systems, they're not too much different. If you add Jordy Nelson right there, that could definitely be interesting. Obviously, Seattle and Green Bay has had their plays going back and forth, for instance, with Jimmy Graham. So you can kind of think of it almost as if a trade if Seattle would to get Jordy Nelson. I think that would be quite interesting right there. Obviously, it would fit the system well. I also think the New England Patriots would look for him. I think they just want another solid third down target right there. Just a second one right next to Julian Edelman if he comes back healthy next season. I think that's definitely something that they would want there. Also got some rumor to the Cowboys that might be interested. I think they would prefer Jordy Nelson over Dez Bryant and whatnot. And when should Dez Bryant leaving the Dallas Cowboys? We're waiting, Jerry Jones. What's going to happen? But overall, guys, I've been talking way too much today. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.